The question is that the bill be now read a second time. Mr. Don Wee.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I declare that I'm an elected council member of the Institute of Singapore Chartered Accountants and a member of the Accountancy Workforce Review Committee, but I do not have any commercial interest in any accounting entity. Accountancy has continued to thrive because of the key role it plays in supporting capital markets and businesses, and it continues to evolve and remain relevant to the industry needs. As reflected in the accountancy jobs transformation maps for in-house finance and accounting functions and accounting practices, job roles in accountancy continue to evolve and new roles are emerging in tandem with the rapidly changing business landscape. I commend the government for the jobs transformation maps and various other initiatives to upskill and reskill the profession. All professions have to constantly adapt to changes arising from technological advancement and climate change, and the accountancy profession in particular is adapting well. These developments reflect the need for the government to prepare accountants for emerging roles. Therefore, the merger of the accountancy-related units in the ACRA, the SAC and the ASC Secretariat into a strengthened accountancy function under one entity is a step in the right direction. This merger will strengthen the effectiveness of regulation, standard setting, and sector development by harnessing synergies across complementary functions. The merged entity will also be better to support the needs of the accountancy profession as Singapore transitions to a green economy. Looking ahead, there are pertinent areas that need to be enhanced to further grow the accountancy sector and profession. For instance, there is a misperception that the accountancy sector is no longer an attractive career. The Business Times reported that students are choosing courses that will lead to hot jobs in fields such as data science and environmental sustainability over accountancy. The accountancy talent pool has also shrunk. According to data published by the MOE, the total intake of accountancy students at the autonomous universities has fallen from 1,508 in 2017 to 1,368 in 2020. This seems to contradict with my observations, as there is now a severe shortage of accountants in the jobs marketplace, with demand outstripping supply. Demand for accountants will continue to grow. Singapore accountancy sector is expected to add 6,000 to 7,000 jobs by 2025 from a workforce of about 100,000 now. The talent shortage in the accountancy sector is an urgent issue, and we need to develop the accountancy talent pipeline to meet the projected demand to support the growth of the Singapore's businesses and the economy. More needs to be done to increase the supply of professional accountants. I would like to suggest the merged entity to look into these three key areas. The first area is on the enhancements to the Singapore Chartered Accountant Qualification, or SCAQ in short. The SCAQ is the gateway to the future of the accountancy sector. It is the main qualification pathway for one to qualify as a Chartered Accountant of Singapore. As a national CA qualification, the SCAQ is an important product of Singapore and a brand with the potential to be marketed regionally and internationally, just like the renowned ACCA, which is a key product of the United Kingdom. The SCAQ was launched in 2013. It should be reviewed and enhanced holistically to be more in line with market expectations. Given the diverse roles professional accountants can play in an increasingly complex business environment, the SCAQ should be designed to cater to a wider range of career pathways. I note that SCAQ currently contains a module on valuation, but does not dive deeper into the topics of sustainability and forensic. For the existing valuation module, a review should be undertaken to consider if the curriculum should be broadened to provide appreciation of pertinent valuation issues driving the businesses currently. For example, like changes and impact to businesses caused by climate change and or other ESG factors. The review can be conducted jointly with the Institute of Valuers and Appraisers Singapore, which is supported by the SAC currently. To further enhance the program's value proposition, it should focus on attracting a wider audience to inject talent diversity through the review of the program entry requirements and structure enhancements, increasing flexibility on how practical experience is recognized, and exploring regionalization opportunities. For greater inclusivity and to widen the talent pool beyond those who have pursued accountancy tertiary studies, having multiple entry pathways and recognition of relevant competencies will improve the profession's accessibility. The second area is the need to tighten policy and enhance regulation of preparers of financial statements. While we build the talent pool, it is important to also look at upholding financial reporting quality, which is crucial to maintaining Singapore's reputation as a global financial center and business hub. To do this, there should be regulation whereby preparers of financial statements, especially those working in public interest entities, must be chartered accountants. Accountants in Singapore are primarily unregulated as long as they are not public accountants. Under the Accountants Act, only those who provide public accountancy services must register with the ACRA. There's no regulation governing those who provide non-audit services like accounting, taxation, or consultancy, financial services, and those who are employed in business, commerce, and industries. Furthermore, the title accountant is used loosely, as any individual can practice and declare themselves as an accountant. This has grave implications. There is no incentive for unregulated accountants to continuously upskill or adhere to ethical requirements, as they are not required to comply with continuous professional development requirements and are not answerable for misconduct or any forms of discredit to the accountancy profession. For instance, unregulated accountants who are not kept abreast of the anti-money laundering regulations and sanctions may be susceptible to being used by money launderers, as they may not be aware of the latest money laundering methods and trends. Another concern is the impact of poor quality financial reporting on audits and the effective functioning of capital markets. Relevant and reliable financial information is core to the functioning and integrity of our capital markets, and it supports the reputation of Singapore as an attractive place of business with strong financial systems and credible finance, as well as accounting professionals and advisors. Furthermore, unregulated accountants and accountancy services can lead to a negative perception of the accountancy profession and its competencies. This will undermine public confidence and trust in both our accountancy profession, the regulatory system, and Singapore's credibility as a global financial center. I propose for a start to make it compulsory for financial statements of public listed companies to be signed by the preparer, who must be a chartered accountant. I also suggest making it mandatory for the audit committee chairperson of a public listed company to be a chartered accountant. This will help ensure that the entire financial reporting value chain is subject to proper and adequate quality control. The third area is the need to boost sustainability skill sets. As I mentioned in my earlier parliamentary speech last month, the accountancy profession plays a critical role in supporting Singapore's transition towards a green economy. Accountants are required to meet the demands arising from these trends, which include decarbonization, sustainability reporting, and green finance. CFOs and finance managers will need to manage carbon trading. They need to understand carbon markets, credits, and measurement of emissions, as well as sustainability reporting frameworks, guidelines, and principles. They also need to navigate different and difficult regulatory and sustainability frameworks, both regionally and internationally. Those in corporate finance will need the skill sets in green finance and sustainability risk management. This is timely, as this House had just passed the carbon pricing bill yesterday. Audit and assurance professionals will require upskilling in sustainability reporting and assurance requirements. They will also be called upon to enhance internal processes. Audit professionals and tax advisors, CFOs, and finance teams must understand and apply carbon tax regulations and guidelines, both regionally and globally. With the sustainability movement being at a nascent stage, this is insufficiently skilled talent in this area. More must be done to equip the accountancy profession with certifiable skills in sustainability. In this regard, the government can partner with professional bodies like the ISCA in preparing the accountancy profession for the transition to a green economy. To conclude, I commend the government again for its effort to ensure greater alignment amongst the government agencies. I support the bill. Thank you.